Hello everybody, it's Joanne here with my October update. I've got some cross-stitching things to show you and some other crafts, which I'll obviously do at the end, and a bit of haul as per usual. So it's the 3rd. No, it's the 2nd of November now, which means I have been to the Milton Keynes stitching retreat. So I'm all excited. It was really awesome and I met some awesome people. Yeah, the food was nice. And there was a gift exchange. I didn't take part in that, but everybody seemed to like the things that people had made for each other. It was awesome to spend time with some floss tubers. So Kerry was there, and from Kitty's Stitcher, I think is her name now, Bonnie from Purple Frog Stitchers, Sarah from Stitching Games, Claire from Reverse Stitching with Claire or something, and Fairy Floss. And I would just like to say a special hi to Anne. Hi Anne! I think she watches my videos, and I think she was probably the naughtiest lady there. Say no more. I didn't take any photos or video, but Kerry and Bonnie took footage. I'm not sure if Sarah took footage, but she definitely took photos, as told them. So I'll just insert a couple of photos here. But otherwise, if you check out Kitty Stitcher, Stitching Games and Purple Frog Stitchers, they will probably have some footage of the weekend. So yes, needless to say, the 2017 Milton Keynes retreat has been arranged and I'm going. I will link the group below, although I think it's quite possibly full now already. It's the Mad Stitchers UK retreats or something like that, but I'll link it below anyway. So on to stitching. You might remember that last month I'd set myself the goal of finishing my Heaven and Earth designs, and I'm pleased to say that I did. So I'm going to show it you. Here is my finished Heaven and Earth designs. I hope you can see it. So it's Minnie Watching It Fly by Cindy Nielsen, and I stitched it 2/1 10th stitch on 22 count Hardanger antique white. As you can tell, the coverage isn't that great. I don't think I would stitch it like that, stitch a HAED like that again. A lot of the fabric shows through on the black, but I love it! She's so cool and sparkly. I don't know if you've seen sparkly, probably. So people say 10th stitch like distorts the shape, but I think it looks okay. And here's my back, just in case you wanted to know. I don't do parking, so I don't have much trailing thread. And the other thing, I bought frames. I bought a white one and black one, and asked online which one people thought. So that's my Heaven and Earth design finished, and now I'm without a Heaven and Earth design. So I'm hoping next I've fallen in love with Spirit of Winter, which looks like this. And I might buy the thread pack from Thread Geeks, unless anybody has another recommendation or would advise against me using Thread Geeks. For most of October, that's all I worked on because I wanted to finish it before the retreat so I could take it to the retreat to show people, which I did, along with some of my other finishes, my hummingbird, my Big Bang Theory one pillow thing, my hummingbird pillow, and my Tree of Stitches. And there were some other finishes there as well which were amazing. Kerry's stocking I need in my life. Bonnie took her Tree of Stitches as well, so, and they just looked so different even though they're the same, and they just both looked amazing. So I finished my HAED the Friday before the retreat, so sort of a week. In that week I didn't stitch anything, but the project I took to the retreat was Red by Mirabilia, because at the beginning of the year I said I wanted to finish all my whips that I'd gone into the year with. So she is my next whip that needs whipping. So here is a picture of what it looked like last time I showed you. And here it is now. I've still got it in my easy scroll thing because I don't want to unscrew this. So on the retreat I did, what did I do? I did a bunch of purple, like down here, and then I also went in and did the blended colours that go between the purple and the red. So there's like a bunch of stripes, like in the places where it goes from purple to red, and some at the bottom. And then I also did the pink, which is quite a shocking pink, and I was quite worried. I don't know if you can see, but it's called Light Carnation Pink. Hang on, needle. But now it's done, it looks pretty cool. Well, it looks better on camera than in real life, but because that is like really quite pink. And then I've completed this bit, and I've gone back and started doing some skin again. Bonnie learnt from D-Stitcher that you can do the skin 2/1 stitch instead of 1/1 full cross, so I've swapped to doing that, and it does look a bit different, but it's quicker, so I don't care. I'm sorry if you're hearing squeaking, like my elbow keeps rubbing on the table. So like, I finished this darker bit here and did this bit here, and now I'm starting going in with the blended thread, which I can now do because I'm using 2 strands. So yes, awesome. So I'm hoping to finish her by the end of the year, and she'll be my focus for a finish. So that's all I've been stitching on. I will, let me see, I'm going to show you what frames I bought for 2 of my other pieces and drop everything whilst I'm at it. Leave that there. Okay, so for Blackwork Hummingbird I bought a black frame. Would you believe it? Just a plain black frame. So obviously this is not going to be the best, but it'll look something like this. I don't use a mount in my framing of stitching, so this will just go right up to the edges. But that looks pretty cool. And then for the tray of stitches I bought this frame. However, I don't think it's quite wide enough because the edge of the stitches touches the edge of the frame. So might have to return this one and get something bigger. I did want to frame it in a circle, but I've not found a circle frame. But it would have looked like this. So it's just not quite wide enough, even though I did measure it and the frame says it's big enough, but I suppose only just. So yeah, so all in all, pretty pointless showing you that one. I'll do my haul then before I go on to other crafty things. Well, I'll start with the retreat. I bought 2 things at the retreat because Kate was there from Sparkly's Fabrics, and although I didn't buy any fabric, she had Mirabilia charts because I need them like a hole in the head. But I got Christmas flourishes because I haven't seen it before and it's pretty. Sorry about stupid light. So that's from 1996. Now what I didn't realise about this was that you see this dark blue bit, bluey green bit, that's all beads. So I think I'm going to stitch it instead of using beads for that bit, because you need like 2 packets, and I think it would just look cool as is. And in these bits there's like spacers, so I need to get a fabric that's quite like this colour. I thought about you can get a colour online called Mountain Blue, so maybe that might get the threads first to see which colour is going to blend in those spaces. And then I got Gardenia, which is a Nora Corbett Pixie from the Spring Garden Party collection for Pixie Couture. She reminds me of a silkwing fly, which is a bit weird, but I seem to have a thing for green these days. And she's like holding a charm bead, and these are charms in her hair. These 4 little flowers. They're pretty. And just got all like beads down her dress and in the tendril thingies. So I also I went to the charity shop and got, oh, they don't have the prices on anymore for some reason, but I found some awesome stuff. So I got Celtic Winter. This light is really bugging me. Celtic Winter by Lavender and Lace. I got the Quilt Maker by Lavender and Lace. I got Little Wings by Lavender and Lace. Yay. And I got Angel of Mercy by Lavender and Lace. And is that Lavender and Lace? I don't know if it's Lavender and Lace, but it's the same designer. Winter Rose. And Butternut Road Christmas Visit. I imagine what they would have only been like maybe £2 each. I kind of feel like I already showed this, I don't know. I got Stony Creek Collection Christmas Medley, which is book 198. So it's got this scene and this scene. I think that was like 99p. Then for £1.50 I got 120 Celebration cross-stitch cards by Gillian Sauter. I wish you could not see my screen reflecting in everything. Let me just find some. So it's got these categories: year of celebrations for babies and children, memorable moments, and birthday celebrations. So year of celebration, you've got these kinds of cards. I wouldn't necessarily make them into cards, but it's like Eid and Hanukkah, blah blah, Thanksgiving, which we also don't have, Christmas. I like this Christmas reindeer. And the Santa. Love, peace, joy, that sort of thing. Then babies and children get these kind of things. Bash, bash, bash. Memorable moments, like wedding, thank you, get well soon, that sort of thing. and birthday celebrations. Yeah, I like this one. Hippo, hippo, hooray! That. I got a couple of knitting patterns, but I'm sure not bothered about those. I also, from the range for £1, bought craft transparent bags. This is the tag and this is the thing for beads. I get 150 of these for £1. So I'm putting my beads in with your finger. I also got gifted the Lakeside Needlecraft Four Seasons birds because I love birds, and these are British birds. So you've got, in case you don't know British birds, you've got a blue tit, a goldcrest, I think. See, I don't know birds either. A goldcrest, then you've got a chaffinch and a goldfinch, which is my favourite bird. My favourite bird. And just some threads. Thanks. So now on to other crafts. I finished my crochet cardigan. It looks grey to me in the screen, but I can assure you it's pink. Don't you love artificial light? And I've been wearing it and I've just washed it, so let's see if it still fits. Ooh. I think the neck's a bit big because I put too many stitches in, but whatever. Here it is. I love it. So it only took me 2 weeks to make that. So I straight away went and bought some more wool for a different project, crochet project. I went to the library. Well, I was at the library. Oh, that reminds me. I was at the library because they had like a travelling stitches exhibition, and I did some terrible filming of it, which I'll insert here. And whilst I was there, of course, I had to look at all the craft books, and in this Simply Crochet book by Robin Chachula, I liked this called the Linked Jacket. So I ordered, with the £5 off so-and-so code, I ordered a huge ball of wool, and I'll insert a picture here. And so I started it, and this is what I have so far. This is the back, and all you can see is a silhouette. Great. So we have armhole over here, and then I'm on like halfway across the neck here. So yeah, this is the back piece. I don't know if I told you, and you can see the stitch pattern. Let's put this lamp over here. Is open kind of thing. So you crochet it sideways, and it's like you chain 4 and then join it in 2 places all the way along. Well, actually the bottom part is chain 4 and the top part is chain 3. So yes, and I have this much wool left still. The other project is my knitted cardigan, which I've been showing you for about a year, 2 years. And it is Lace Cardigan by Simona Merchant Dest. Here. And I haven't done much on it at all, I've just been working on the sleeve still. So now I have this much sleeve, and that's the pattern on the top of the sleeve. So yep, that's still taking me forever. I think I'm not really focusing on it much because crochet is faster and I have stitching goals. If anybody remembers, I made a beaded bauble last year which looked like this. And I went ahead and bought a bunch more supplies to make it in different colours, basically. So not that. So I bought some stuff to make pink ones. This is like fuchsia pink, and here it looks like baby pink with the little doodads. And then same in purple, which does not look purple, and in like a teal green colour because that's my favourite. So now, more things. And then also, when I was at that exhibition at the library, I borrowed this, I Felt Dull by Shelley Down, and I'm making this one. So I just went to Hobbycraft and got some felt sheets. They're only 55p each, so it's only cost me, that part only cost me like £2.50 or something. And I'm currently on the part where you make the body. So I've got, so far, dropping it all over, arms, legs, arms and legs, and a body, which I've whip stitched. And it's so cool having a stash of embroidery floss, because this matches so perfect. It's DMC 746. So this is the head. I haven't done it yet, but I hadn't done that yet because I needed to buy the eyes, which I now have. So I can get back to this and do the eyes. But I didn't know, I couldn't get the colours on in the picture. So she's like wearing a pale turquoisey coat and a pink dress. So, well, it's very light pink. So I got pink and blue, but I got purple as well because maybe pink and purple would work better. And I got brown for the shoes. I'm hoping to find something in my sister's yarn stash to do the hair with. So that's that. The whip stitching is quite like a pain, but tracing the pattern and cutting out the pieces was quite fun. Have I shown you everything? I think I have. Plans, as I say, I'm focusing on red and like the doll and my crochet, my navy crochet jacket thing. I'm also, you may have noticed that I haven't done the October flower calendar this month because I just wasn't feeling it. Plus, so yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. And because I'm focusing on red, I feel happier focusing on something than just doing the calendar for the sake of it. So when I've had enough of red, I'll probably get the calendar out and do October and November together. Well, obviously that pattern is such a pain because it's hand drawn. Side cross stitch note. This is the So Easy Elbacy easy clip thing, and these screws, twisty wing nut things, this wood is too soft to hold the screw in on the back, so it just like spins. So I went and got some bolts today from Poundland that have got this, so I can have a screwdriver in one side and the Twizzler on this side, so I can like screw it both sides, so it's nice and tight. Because now the other ones don't work at all because they just spin. I can't find them now. So do you have a solution to that problem? Because somebody else might find it useful. Well, thank you for commenting and liking my video and for subscribing. I still have the giveaway there with the instructions of what I'm going to say, and I just haven't done it. In fact, I'm only filming this now because Richard is down the pub, so I'm home alone finally. Yeah, I've not read anything good, so thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye.